Welcome back from our break. We have some great stories for you today on this episode. The City of Bryan will take a look at a popular downtown event that occurs once a month and is quickly becoming a huge fan favorite.
And we recently tagged along with some 4th and 5th graders as they attended a performance of the Brazos Valley Symphony Orchestra. I'm Sandy Ferris.
And I'm Alan Brugman. This is Bryan Living and Learning. We have a number of great stories for you today on Bryan Living and Learning. The City of Bryan will take a look at the annual Christmas tree recycling event held at Sue Haswell Park. We'll also give you some New Year's resolution tips, just in case you haven't finished making yours. And we'll also show you 2 of the newest PSAs that our department has been working on.
We'll tell you about the deaf education program in Bryan ISD and also show you some ways that principals are building relationships with their students. And we'll also unveil our newest Am Bryan ISD campaign spot. Before we get to those stories, though, we wanted to tell you about an event that takes place once a month in downtown Bryan. It's the First Friday event. We'll show you how it got started and how it's become very popular. First Fridays have grown into an eclectic mix of people, events, music, and fun. But it wasn't always an event that drew residents from across our region. Greta Watkins from the Frame Gallery in downtown started First Fridays years ago to publicize her business.
The very first one was July 2005. A couple months before that, I had moved locations downtown from a couple blocks away to the current location. And I was looking for a way to remind my customers where I was and try to get the word out about the art downtown, because this location had a lot more art than I did at the other spot. So I'd heard about the concept of First Fridays over the years. It happens all over the country, usually in gallery districts or museum districts. So I thought I'd give it a try.
I first came down here in August of 2006, and when I first came down, a lot of the downtown buildings were vacant. Since then, you've had people come in, reinvest in downtown Bryan. They've opened restaurants, they've opened some bars, some kind of bar restaurant like Combinations, and because of that, it's brought people down here at night and after hours. So that's made the downtown area a little bit more vibrant.
And now the success and the popularity of the event have led to some good problems to have.
The nice thing about First Fridays is that it's very difficult to find someplace to park, which again, wasn't really a problem a couple years ago, but now it's difficult to find a spot. There's a lot of people. I run into, professors from Texas A&M, people from the local businesses. I run into students down here, and it's pretty lively. There's something going on at all the restaurants, live music, food, fun, whatever else might be happening.
Saginaw and the Downtown Economic Development Association are firmly behind First Fridays because the monthly events serve as a live commercial for the area's businesses.
First Friday is an important thing for downtown Bryan because what it does is it brings people down here after hours to visit the restaurants, to see a lot of the musical acts that they have to offer, and to essentially show that there's a vibrant downtown both at night and during the day, unlike 5 or 10 years ago where we couldn't get people to come down here at night.
Watkins, who still participates in every First Friday, says it's been great to see the growth over the years.
It's pretty amazing, and it's pretty gratifying to see the changes over the years. And it hasn't happened overnight, but because of my work and other people's work and support and encouragement, it's really grown, and it's wonderful having so many people participate.
In addition to forming the monthly First Friday events, Watkins was also part of a group that formed Art Step, an art-themed event that is on display on the First Fridays of February, June, and October.
A lot of communities have art walks where there are multiple studios to go visit, and we didn't have that. We had the art in that studio and the art here, so we decided we should call it an Art Step. We weren't big enough to be in a walk, so that the name is stuck. And
both Saginaw and Watkins, as well as folks from the City of Bryan, plan for First Fridays to continue far into the future, with growth being the obvious goal.
Ideally, we'd like to have people down here every single night, regardless of the month. And additionally, Texas Reds, that festival, the Steak and Wine Festival, that brings people down here, annually now. So it's getting the word about downtown Bryan out there, and not just to people to come visit, but also to possible investors to come and redevelop other vacant buildings that exist.
Love to see it continue to grow and have more people come discover downtown for the first time or come see what's new, and it's just been a lot of fun.
For more information on Downtown Bryan events, log on to downtownbryan.com and sign up for their newsletter.
Alan, I've been to several First Fridays, and it seems like every time I go, there are more and more people there.
There definitely are. It seems like every time we go down to First Friday, whether personal or for working, it seems like I always see somebody I know, and that's a great thing.
Well, next we want to tell you about the 4th and 5th graders in Bryan who recently got to attend a musical performance by the Brazos Valley Symphony Orchestra.
This is an annual event that the Brazos Valley Symphony sponsors. 2 concerts are presented, and we have students, 4th and 5th grade students, we aim at, all over the Brazos Valley, not just in Brazos County, but over the area. We have people from as far away as Huntsville who come. Our attendance this year, I know, is up from recent years. We had just over 3,000 kids attend last year, and we have nearly 4,000 this year. So that's wonderful for us. We think it's great for these kids, that many kids, to be exposed to it. Bryan and College Station schools, most of them participate, which is a wonderful thing, because a lot of kids never get to hear live concerts, and it's a little different than listening to your radio. So it's a very good thing. This community supports the symphony, and anything the orchestra can do to ensure audiences in the future is a good thing. And some of those kids, as I said, they've never been to a live concert, maybe. And you never know when they come here who's going to say, oh wow, that violin, I'd really like to learn how to play that, or that xylophone, or I just love coming to these concerts and I would like to come to another one. So you don't know what influence is going to be. We do send out teacher preparation materials that tell not only about the difference between coming to a live concert and going to a movie, or watching a TV show at home. When you're by yourself, you can get up, go to the bathroom, talk, it doesn't matter, you're not bothering anybody, either the performers or the audience. It's a lot different in a live concert. So we talk about those rules and etiquette and conventions that people are likely to follow, need to follow when they come to a live concert. And just the excitement of hearing instruments live. Certainly sound systems are, people have wonderful sound systems, but it's still nothing like hearing a live concert. So that's very exciting, and it's a neat experience for the kids to be able to have. I have been in both concerts, in and out, and the kids seem to be very, very attentive, which is wonderful. One of the pieces we did, the longest pieces that's being done today, is Peter and the Wolf. There's narration with that, it tells a story, but we also have a dance company dancing it, and that's just fun for the kids to see the characters, and the dancers are doing a great job too. This is just the 3rd year that I've been involved with the concerts, and each year it's been a totally different theme. So 4th and 5th graders, we have, if they come each year, they're going to hear something totally different each year.
Well, Sandy, that looks like a really great event. I'm sure a lot of those students probably wouldn't get the chance to see the orchestra if it wasn't for that.
That's right, and we're so grateful to the Symphony for allowing us to have that opportunity for the last 20 years.
Even though we're a couple weeks into the year 2010, we wanted to replay a video that we made for cityofbryanblog.com, where some City of Bryan employees give you some advice on New Year's resolutions. Hey, and welcome to the very last blog, City of Bryan blog, for the year 2009. I can make that bold claim because today is the very last day of 2009. It's December 31st, 2009. I know it's a little sad, isn't it? But 2010 is right around the corner, so this is the last blog of this year, and I don't know when the new blog is because I'm not working tomorrow. Nobody at the City of Bryan is. Okay, so New Year's coming, 2010. That means everybody gets all excited about being a better person. That comes with New Year's resolutions. So I know a lot of y'all may not have a good resolution picked out yet. So lucky for you, I did a little bit of research. Craig Weaver and I walked around to all the City of Bryan employees, not every single one of them, but several of them, and here's some good tips for what they think you should make as a resolution for 2010. Let's see what their advice was.
I'm not a real big New Year's resolution guy. I don't throw advice around, tell people what to do. But, you know, as New Year's resolutions go, first time of the year, I think maybe some good advice would be, you know, reconnect with loved ones, friends you maybe let go, join a gym, get in shape, that kind of thing. But really, if I'm going to give a piece of advice for a New Year's resolution, I think it's that everyone out there should never miss an episode of Bryan Living and Learning. I think that's good advice.
New Year's resolutions. I got one for you. I think everyone should attend at least one city council meeting this year. The council meets the second and fourth Tuesday of every month right here in City Hall. And even though I'm required by my job to be here for council meetings, it's my favorite thing. I wouldn't miss one.
You know what I would do? Bryan Leadership Academy, or law. Sign up online at bryantx.gov.
For 2010, here's what you should do. Every day of the week, you should eat in downtown Bryan. That's if you're within a 60-mile radius. If you're within a 30-mile radius, every other day. 2010, do it.
I absolutely think the best idea would be, and it's only 12 a year, but every first Friday in downtown Bryan, absolutely.
Happy 2010. We'd like everybody to be the eyes and the ears of the police department and report suspicious activity. And quit speeding. Or just don't do any crimes at all in 2010.
I think you should go green for the new year, and you can start by recycling. It's so easy. You just go to the drive-in recycling center. It's open 7 days a week, and it's free and it's easy. You just drive through, drop off your recycling, and you can start January 9th for the Christmas tree recycling at Sue Haswell Park.
In 2010, I really think you need to come out to every City of Bryan park and pool and attend any event that Bryan Parks and Recreation puts on, like Texas Reds and Holiday Magic. We really want to see you there.
I know what you can do for 2010. You can call us here at the Public Works Call Center for pothole repairs, sidewalk repairs, anything you see, 209-5900 or helpbryan.com.
That's right.
Here's an idea for 2010. Volunteer with the City of Bryan. You can start by volunteering for the Texas Reds Festival in June 2010. We always need volunteers. Call us, email us, and we'll hook you up.
A great resolution for the upcoming year is don't pour fats, oils, and grease down the drain.
Hey Mark, what's going on?
Hey, we're just talking about great resolutions for the upcoming year.
Hey, I got the perfect thing. Why don't we do something with don't pour fats, oils, and grease down the drain?
Frank, I just said that.
I didn't know. I'm so sorry.
So there you have it, some pretty dang good advice if you ask me. If any of y'all choose to pick any of those as your resolutions, I think you should keep us updated and let us know how it's going. We'll be looking for you at the council meetings and First Fridays and all those events. So that's it. That's the last blog for 2009. I hope you have a safe new year. Be careful tonight. Remember, no firecrackers, no fireworks in the city limits, and no celebratory gunfire either. Serious stuff. Have a safe New Year's, and we'll see you in 2010. City of Bryan blog.
.com. Okay, Alan, I know those were tongue-in-cheek, but there really was some good advice there.
Yeah, we like to have some fun with the blog. Those are real events, however, and people can actually attend them. Though I do have to admit that the Christmas tree recycling event has already taken place. We actually covered it for this episode's Be Green and Bryan feature. This year's annual Christmas tree recycling event attracted 131 trees to Sue Haswell Park. Among those in attendance, yours truly. This year my wife and I purchased a live Christmas tree and wanted to make sure it didn't end up in the landfill. So after the holidays, we attended the recycling event. After I got the tree loaded up on the car, I took the short drive to Sue Haswell Park. The recycling event is super easy. All I had to do was drive through and members of Bryan's environmental team took the tree off my hands.
We're trying to make sure, give our residents an opportunity to recycle their Christmas tree. It's not much different than them doing it curbside, but we're giving them the incentive of giving them a sapling tree here.
The free saplings given to everyone who dropped off a tree were handed out by members of the Brazos County 4-H. Eventually, the Christmas trees were taken to Bryan's compost facility, where they were treated like other brush that is collected.
These trees are going to go out to our compost facility, where they'll be ground up and put in our compost. Or, you know, if we have more mulch than our need for compost, we give it away free to our residents.
A similar event took place at the same time in College Station, where another 175 trees were collected.
Well, Alan, it looks like there will be plenty of compost available for the spring planting season.
Yeah, I think there definitely will be. And folks should stay tuned to bryantx.gov, because sometimes if they have a surplus out there at the compost facility, they'll actually give away the compost for free.
Our next story takes a look at deaf education in Bryan ISD. The district actually serves as the host for the Brazos Valley Regional Day School for the Deaf, which serves an 8-county area.
Our program is called the Brazos Valley Regional Day School for the Deaf, and we serve the whole Brazos County area. We have about 92 kids that we serve, and some of them are profoundly deaf, some of them are hard of hearing, some of them use sign language, American Sign Language, and some of them use voice and speaking. Who can spell part? P-A-R-T. Part. Okay, quickly. How many parts? Okay, how many of them were colored? Very good. What's your name?
My name is Corbin.
My name is Corbin. What's your favorite subject? My favorite subject is science. These are, in this classroom right here, this is second graders, but we also have a third grader that comes here in the morning. And if a fourth grader came, then they would join this classroom. Here at Henderson, we have about, let's see, there's about 10 or 11. We have a lot of second graders and a few third graders, and we don't have any fourth or fifth grade this year, but we do have pre-K and first grade. Right, the fraction of the set that is green. Good job. We teach all of the subjects. We teach math and science and social studies, just like all the other teachers. We just teach and use American Sign Language to teach that. There's vocabulary words, of course, that they have to learn in both English and ASL. This will tell you how many parts. 4. This will tell you how many are colored in. So I want you to take it and drag it. This is 5/8. This is 7/8. So where is it? What do you think? In our deaf education class, we use a lot of technology to support our kids' learning because they're so visual. They don't have that auditory function that the other kids have. So we use a lot of technology to support visual learning, such as our Promethean board. And then we have several laptops with cameras so that we can make videotapes and movies of them reading. Recently we did a Christmas play. It was a lot of fun. Many of the parents came out, and these kids did dancing this year. Many people were surprised that our deaf kids could dance, but they did. What's your name? My name's Avondria. What's your favorite hobby? I like to play the Wii. People may think that a deaf education classroom would be really quiet, but that's really a myth. It's very noisy in here. These kids don't know how much noise they're making, so I'm constantly having to remind them that their teacher is hearing. So whenever they shut the door or put down a book, they have to learn to try to do that quietly. My favorite subject's math. What's your favorite hobby? Eating? All right. We have a lot of fun here in this classroom. They're basically the same as any other kids. Every day is a new day with new learning experiences, and just, you never know what they're going to say, really. And we just have a lot of fun here. He said, words are so easy.
Now, Sandy, what happens to all those students once they reach the upper grades?
The district actually provides interpreters for our hearing impaired students, and so they continue their education. It's really been a successful program.
New management has been in place at the LaSalle Hotel in downtown Bryan for some time now, and that's the topic of this installment of the Council Update.
At the most recent City Council meeting on December 15th, the Council heard from representatives from Magnolia Hotels. They recently took over management of the LaSalle Hotel in historic downtown Bryan. About $615,000 has been budgeted for upgrades to the hotel lobby and guest rooms. A contractor is planning to install new light fixtures, flat screen TVs, new mattresses, a fitness room, a bar, and a sidewalk cafe. Demolition is scheduled to start in January, and the entire project is scheduled for completion at the end of March. The city hopes to host an unveiling party in early April. For more information about the hotel and the renovation project, you can visit lasalle-hotel.com. And as always, if you'd like to watch a council meeting in its entirety, you can go to bryantx.gov.
Well, Alan, the upgrades to the LaSalle look like they're going to be really nice.
Yeah, we'll keep an eye on the story, and whenever they get some of those rooms finished with all the new upgrades, we'll bring you a story here on Bryan Living and Learning.
We recently shared our I Am Bryan ISD spots with you. We have the newest one highlighting one of our students.
My name is Abby Spiegelman, and I'm a 7th grader at Jane Long Middle School. I've been playing the cello for 6 years, and I started when I was in 1st grade. In order to keep improving, I practice every day and meet with a private tutor once a week. Through playing the cello, I've gotten to travel all around the country, and I currently play in the Houston Youth Symphony. I'm Abby Spiegelman, and I am Bryan ISD.
Well, Sandy, I'm still in amazement each time I see one of those spots and what those kids can accomplish not only at the age they are, but also while taking classes.
That's right, and this is just a sample of the many outstanding students we have, and we're looking forward to highlighting more in the future.
Bryan's Communications Department has also been working on some public service announcements. The first one we'll show you is about their Community Development Department and what they do. At the City of Bryan's Community Development Department, we help our city's residents in many ways, all in an effort to stimulate growth and revitalization in our neighborhoods. Through money from the federal government and by working with private housing developers, we help residents achieve their housing goals through home buyer assistance programs and with homeowners housing repair programs. And we help to improve Bryan through economic development and downtown revitalization. We also help nonprofit groups here in our city who in turn help everyone. We're Bryan's Community Development Department, where it's good to be home. The next PSA we're going to show you is probably the first of many that we're going to do for the Bank On It program, which is a program, of course, helping to benefit Bryan residents and help them achieve financial stability. This particular PSA is reminding folks that they can get their taxes prepared for free at United Way headquarters. You received your final paycheck of the year, but stop! Don't take your check stub and pay to get your taxes done. If you wait until the end of January, you can save hundreds of dollars with United Way's free tax preparation. On average, it costs $150 to get your taxes done, and you'll pay another $150 of interest. So don't give your money away. Get as much back as you can. Free tax preparation begins Saturday, January 30th. So stop, wait, and save, and dial 211 to schedule your appointment today.
Most teachers will tell you that establishing a connection with their students is extremely important in that student's success. Next, we'll take a look at some principals who are building relationships on their campuses as well.
A lot of work goes into making school lunches healthy and enjoyable for the students. But once every 6 weeks, a select group of students at Navarro Elementary and Anson Jones Elementary get a special treat at lunchtime. At Jones Elementary, a student from each class is selected as the star student of the 6 weeks. At Navarro, a boy and a girl are selected as the good citizens from each class. These students get the opportunity to have lunch with the principal on their campus. The students go through the lunch line and then bring their tray to a special table set up just for them.
You are being a good listener and following directions. Wow, that's great. You got a ribbon for the last picture? Very good. Sounds like you guys are off to a good start.
Mrs. Rosas from Navarro Elementary and Mrs. Velez from Jones each use the program as a special reward and a motivation for good behavior on their campuses. In addition to the treat of being with the principal, the students selected from each class also get a special treat as they pass through the lunch line. For principals, it's easy to build relationships with the outgoing students on the campus. Of course, principals also get to know the students who are discipline problems, but the Lunch with the Principal program provides a unique opportunity to get to know some of the school's outstanding students who may otherwise go unnoticed.
Superstar student.
Well, Sandy, that story really proves that it's not just the teachers that can impact a student's life, but also administration.
That's right, and even though we highlighted just 2 of these, it is the district's philosophy that everyone on the campus contributes to student success.
Our last story is about a road that's being proposed to be built near the Highway 47 corridor and near the Health Science Center. City officials hope that this new parkway will improve connectivity. Much has been made of the impact that the new Health Science Center will have on the local economy by the time those doors open in Bryan's city limits. However, in addition to that economic impact, there will be a transportation impact as well. As it is right now, the HSC site is accessed directly off of Highway 47, which could lead to a dangerous situation when traffic to the HSC increases. Because of that, the City of Bryan has proposed a major new road they're calling the HSC Parkway.
This parkway is going to be real critical for the future, expansion and full development of it. HSC's first phases are being accessed right now off of Highway 47, and so they'll have direct access off of that location. This would really, alleviate the load at that location and kind of bring it back through and more of a direct connection to not only Texas A&M campus and back into College Station, but to the airport as well. So it really makes a very nice backdoor connection to the Health Science Center campus.
And the new parkway will do more than connect the different aspects of the HSC. It will connect several different elements of Bryan.
Its ultimate development would connect State Highway 47 at a future grade separation or overpass there, and would connect back in to the Traditions development that's already existing, connect to Turkey Creek Road on out to 2818, which is Harvey Mitchell Parkway, where there's an existing traffic signal at F&B Road.
The road will also connect the growing medical community on that side of town with HSC and with Texas A&M.
This roadway is going to help benefit and really provide a direct connection among a lot of entities that are in existence or in the process of developing right now. Some of those are the Texas Institute for Preclinical Studies, Texas Institute for Genomic Medicine, National Center for Therapeutics Manufacturing. Those are all partnerships with Texas A&M University. The Research Valley Partnership is involved in seeking other folks to come and develop in that area, again trying to develop that biomedical corridor.
For now, the project is on hold until the city can secure enough funding, and the city is looking high and low for organizations who can help give money to the parkway.
I think we're looking for every location we possibly can, so we've developed some real nice handouts kind of defining the project and what the scope are. We've got multiple phases of it. Right now we're just building a very small portion of the roadway to serve current development that's going on right next to the Traditions development. Approximately just under 2,000 feet of a portion of the roadway that we're building there, and it's only 1/2 of the ultimate section.
Stay tuned to Bryan Living and Learning for all the latest updates on the Health Science Center and the proposed HSC Parkway.
Alan, the construction of the Health Science Center continues to impact the city of Bryan. It looks like transportation is going to be a key factor.
Yeah, as big as that place is going to be and as many people are going to be coming in and out, transportation and the roads that people drive on are going to be a big part of that.
Well, that's all the time we have today. I'm Sandy Ferris.
And I'm Alan Brugman. Thanks for watching.